Hey guys, Meredith here, and I just got home from the office and I'm not really in the mood to cook a big dinner tonight, so I'm gonna make an epic superfood smoothie, and I've got a lot of ingredients here, so I thought I'd show you what I'm having for dinner. So, as I usually start off with for a base with smoothies, I got a can of full-fat coconut milk, so I'm throwing that in. Got it at Trader Joe's today, so scooping that in. It's such a good base for smoothies because it adds that creaminess. You get the MCTs, which are the medium chain triglycerides for the good fat, for fat burning and brain function. And I just love it as a base for smoothies. But of course you can use, almond milk, hemp milk. Sometimes I use water, some tea. So, hey guys, how's it going? All right, so got a can of full-fat coconut milk in there. I'm gonna add in an avocado as well for the good fats. And as we know, so many of us love avocados. They're so delicious. They're an awesome add-in for smoothies because they add a lot of creaminess, and which is just a really nice way to just add some body and some oomph to a smoothie. And it can add a nice pretty green color as well, depending on some of the other ingredients you add in. So adding in a whole avocado. Now this is going to be a mega smoothie with a ton of calories, so I'm probably not going to eat the whole thing tonight, so maybe I'll have a little bit for tomorrow as well, but just so you know, it's going to be loaded with good fat. So, all right, got the coconut milk and avocado. I'm going to add a whole bag of organic spinach as well. Smoothies are an awesome way to get a lot of greens in your diet, which sometimes is a struggle when we're busy, we're on the go, and it's hard to always be adding in, enough vegetables in our diet. So blending vegetables, and especially leafy greens, is just a really easy way to get nutrients into your diet without having to sit down and eat a ton of vegetables all the time. So boom, just organic spinach I got from Trader Joe's. And I'm going to add in some wild organic blueberries as well. Blueberries are an awesome source of antioxidants, and I'm just adding in a whole bag here. Well, this smoothie is going to get really full here. Wow, this is the blender's already really full, so we'll see how this goes. I may need to grab that tamper, but so I have a whole bag of organic blueberries that are just easy to keep frozen in your freezer. So I always keep some frozen berries in my freezer. They're just a wonderful source of antioxidants. They're lower on the glycemic index, so if you're going to have fruit, they're less likely to spike your blood sugar as much as a lot of other fruits. I typically try to avoid a lot of tropical fruits because of just the sugar content. So, all right, so we've got all this going on in here. I'm going to add a sprinkle of turmeric because I always try to add in turmeric to my drinks. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory component, which is curcumin, which is the compound in turmeric that has a lot of anti-inflammatory benefits. So put some of that in there. I always add cinnamon as well. Cinnamon is a powerful blood sugar regulator, so always add that into smoothies. And these herbs and spices too, you add in, and you can't even taste them in the smoothie, but they're giving you tons of benefits. So it's a great way to add some herbs and spices in too, that you might not necessarily like as far as the seasoning of your food to taste, but throw them in, blend them, can't even taste it at all. So, also going to add in some maca powder. Now, maca is a root indigenous to South America, and it's a powerful adaptogen. And that means it helps our bodies to adapt in different ways to stress. So, and kind of find a balance of homeostasis. So, if your body is kind of lacking or in excess in certain areas, adaptogens are really powerful for helping the body to balance. And they're great for the stress response as well. Ashwagandha is another common adaptogen. But I got some maca root, and I recently picked up some moringa powder as well. I've been drinking a moringa tea, and it's a lovely herb. It can aid sleep and help to boost energy, so adding in a little scoop of that as well. Adding in, as you know, if you've seen my smoothies before, I love me some collagen powder. So adding in some grass-fed collagen powder, which is a clean source of protein. You get 2 grams and 2 tablespoons, you get 11 grams of protein. So it's a nice clean source of protein. Gonna add in a few chia seeds as well. Chia seeds are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, so they're a wonderful add-in to smoothies, and I love them for puddings as well. Check out my chia seed pudding recipe if you haven't seen that yet. It's a favorite, and chia seeds are awesome too because they help things to gel. So when we mix it with nut milks or other liquid products, they kind of gelatinize them and they turn them into a pudding, so they're really fun to eat. I've made them with gummies as well. chia seed kombucha jigglers. I have a recipe for that. Check that out on the blog. And they're just really kind of fun. And chia seeds are just, you know, great source of omega-3 fatty acids, which we need for our brain and for healthy cellular function. So also going to add in a little handful here of bee pollen. Bee pollen is a great source of clean protein and lots of minerals and amino acids, and just adds a nice little boost of sweetness without spiking the blood sugar too much. So it's kind of a nice add-in. And I'm going to add in a few raw cacao nibs as well. So this is getting loaded up here, folks. This is going to be a delicious smoothie. So cacao nibs are a great source of antioxidants. As we know, we all love chocolate, right? Well, not everybody, but I do. So, but cacao nibs are just from the cacao nut, but there's no sugar in these at all. They're literally just the nibs. So they're very bitter if you just eat them straight up, but they're great in a smoothie, and they add kind of a nice texture too when they're blended. So adding that in, gonna add just a tiny bit of MCT oil as well. We already have MCTs, which are in the coconut milk, but when you get pure MCT oil, it's a little bit different. It's a purer form of MCTs. So when you're consuming MCTs, which stands for medium chain triglycerides, they're a special type of fatty acid that is quickly converted into energy in our body. It's not stored as fat, so it's a really quick way to get energy and to help your liver produce something called ketones, which are a really great source of energy, and our brain loves ketones. So they're a really great way to increase brain function. So I like to add in a little bit of MCT oil. Now this is something too, you don't want to overdo the MCT oil. Just as a side note, it can create something called disaster pants, which many of us who have experienced consuming too much MCT oil are aware of, and it can really have an effect on our bowels if we overdo it. So beware with the MCT oil is that you want to kind of go slow and low and increase your dose as you can tolerate it more. So lastly, I'm just going to add in a little bit more fiber. We have this product called FBR at our store, Revelation Health, and it's just, I've been loving it lately. I hadn't had it for a while, and I've just been kind of bringing it back. It's a wonderful source of fiber, FBR, hence the name, and it just has a lot of different prebiotic and probiotic fibers in there that are awesome for intestinal health and just kind of getting the bowels going. So if you're kind of low on fiber in your diet, it's an awesome supplement for it. I'm going to add in just a touch of stevia for sweetness, and boom, I think that's about it, other than just a little sprinkle of sea salt. I think this is about 15 ingredients here, so I'll review before we blend. So we started with a can of coconut milk, threw in an avocado, then did cinnamon and turmeric, little MCT oil, collagen, bee pollen, maca powder, which is the adaptogen, moringa powder, which is that herb to help with sleep and energy, chia seeds for the omega-3 fatty acids. We have cacao nibs for the antioxidants and the delicious chocolate flavor, a little bit of naturally processed stevia for sweetness, and this FBR powder, which I love, from our store for fiber. So now, check this out. There's a lot going on in here. I'm probably even going to add a little bit of water because I don't think this is going to blend without it. So I have a little, this water is that reverse osmosis from my my little filter here that I have on my counter. It's a countertop filter, and I love it. So, all right, guys, let's see if this blends, and if not, I might have to get the tamper here, but this is gonna be the superfood smoothie of the century. All right, let's get her going here. Now let's see how it tastes. I don't know. And I haven't been reading anything of what you guys are going to be saying. I don't know. It's too much of this Facebook Live. This is my second one, but it's kind of fun. So I'm glad some of you guys are tuning in. You'll have to let me know what you think. Ooh, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay. All right, we're going to see though. That was just a little taste. It's a really pretty purple color too from the blueberries. So this is dinner tonight. Let's see how it tastes. All right, not bad, not bad. I may adjust some things, but wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. I might make it a little bit sweeter. Maybe add in a little bit more stevia because I love stevia. I love a little sweetness. But all right, guys. Well, that was my dinner Monday night. Hope you're having an awesome night. Give me a ring or a buzz and let me know what you think. And we'll talk to you soon. See you later.